What is going on, Laser Focus Solutions Media? We are coming at you a little tired this evening on a Thursday, about 8:01 p.m. on the East Coast. I'm Christopher Godwin, your host. And as I said, I'm a little bit tired. Now, why am I tired? I spent about the last 2 hours out in my vehicle, my 2004 GMC Sierra 2500 HD was acting like it needed some love. It was a little spit and sputtering and acting up. So after we determined from having a great cousin that owns an auto business. Hooked it up to the tune, to the computer, and we saw that we were misfiring on cylinders. So primarily on cylinder 2 and cylinder 6, but obviously, man, it did not like it. So went down to the old local AutoZone, picked up some premium spark plugs, knowing that I pull my enclosed trailer every day, and I also pull the travel trailer as well. So I wanted to not just go cheap on spark plugs. So we went ahead and got some more premium ones, gold, if I'm not mistaken. We're rolling around blinging. So we went ahead and changed those out. And in the process of doing that, a lot of the spark plug wires, the actual ends were coming off. They were actually breaking away. So took a second trip back to the old AutoZone and picked up some spark plug wires, put them in, and now we are up and running. So coming at you, after getting cleaned up. Dinner's being cooked as we speak, and I just wanted to drop a quick update on a job that we're working on. We started Tuesday on a job. We're doing a full paint bathroom remodel and an array of other things going on. So I'll go ahead and share my screen, and bear with me a second, and I'll just share with you some of the pictures that we took of the job. Let me just change here. Bear with me, it's coming up. So here we have, this is the bedroom. We went ahead and put plastic down, taped around the edges, taped off the outlets, the thermostats. And you can see here, I went ahead and pencil marked all throughout the home where we needed to put some attention. The homeowner went ahead and made some patches themselves. Unfortunately, if it's not something you do every day, then you just, you don't know the secrets, right? The tricks of the trade. So when a lot of these holes, they had anchors in them, right? Plastic anchors or the screw-in style. And if they're out, I'm trying to think of the word, but it just escaped me. But if they're sitting out a little bit and you skim mud over it, you're going to spend a lot of time trying to blend that over, right? So what we do in that case is we just get the old hammer out and give it a little tap, right? And set that thing in nice, and make sure it's recessed in a little bit. And then we skim mud over top and build it back out. So this is just one photo, again, plastic, more marks on the walls, more taping done. And we did go ahead and caulk as well. So that's what we're doing now in the prep work. We're going around and caulking the entire house. We'll see another photo there. This baseboard heater has not been done yet in this photo. Here you can see we went ahead and just made a bunch of marks on the wall. And there's actually one in the very middle there that wasn't marked, but it did jump out at me as I had my mud out. So in this case, we used a 5-minute compound. It hardens, sets in 5 minutes, takes longer than that, but it says 5 minutes on it. In this application, we just throw that over the holes. Same thing here. You can see in this picture, no baseboard's been covered yet, but you can see the trim work being caulked, right? All that, casing around the windows, all the casing around the doorways and everything else. You can see the left side of this door, it's been caulked in nicely. More pencil marks, as you can see, more patchwork going on. So really, all in all, this is the job, right? I mean, this is what we're doing over the past 2 days, is just getting this thing prepped. The intentions here is to come back with the Graco sprayer, and we're going to hit this thing from the top down, right? So we're going to hit the ceilings first, jump down on the walls, and then continue down. So trims and doors. So little trick I learned. What am I doing? Hang on, I want to stop sharing my screen here. There we go. So little trick I learned, actually. So in this case, what's challenging is keeping this plastic over the carpet stable and maintaining its integrity. I've done it many times over a hardwood floor and such. And in this case, this is carpet that's going to remain. So we're doing our best to tape as much as we can and do as much as we can. So I learned something today from our local Sherwin-Williams down in Middletown, Delaware. Love that team in that store. They shared with me that other painters have done the same similar thing. And to prevent the plastic from walking and pulling from the corners, you actually take a 4x8 sheet of Lawan or anything thin, right? And cut it down into strips, cut it down into blocks, whatever you want to do, and tack it in the corners, tack it in the centers if it's a big room along the wall. And that'll actually prevent from stretching, right? And just by putting a small screw or a nail through the plastic, through the carpet, into the subfloor, when you back that screw back out and you pull the plastic up, you can just simply just take, and move over and mess with those carpet hairs, and you're fine, right? I mean, I don't see any issue in that at all. So all in all, that's what we're gonna do. So I went ahead and bought a couple sheets of Lawan. Tomorrow we're gonna go ahead and rip it down, probably into like 1 foot sections, from the 4 foot side, and then we're gonna walk around the house, maybe even cut it in half again. I'm not sure, depending on how it looks. And we're gonna walk around and just tack that plastic down just to be certain that it's not gonna walk and move, because it's very challenging to not get the sprayer against the baseboard hitting that carpet, right? So we want to make sure we're doing our best at all accounts to do that. So, again, this is something that we don't do every day. This is something that I probably will walk away from in the future, is spraying an entire house with a gun. I'm doing this, this is a good client, so we're taking care of them. But again, as Laser Focus Solutions continues to pivot and shift and figure out as we evolve, this is probably a service that I'm gonna pass up on in the future. And I'm probably gonna sub it out to somebody else and figure out what that looks like, right? Or just give the client to the contractor's name. It's just, that's where the value comes in for me. I'm spending a lot of time prepping these walls, prepping the floors and everything else. And again, it's just not something we do every day, right? And we'll get it. I'm confident we've done it. We've done 2 homes like this before. I just don't know that we're going to aggressively take this market on like this. So again, just trying to take care of the client and do what we can do. So I'm gonna keep this one short because, like I said, I'm a little bit tired, and I'm very confident that my pancakes and sausage dinner is done upstairs. I'm hungry. So, and I'm tired. And I'm leaning over the fender of that I said Ford. Leaning over the fender of that Chevy, man, at GMC. It was a little tiring as well. Like I said, hanging upside down. But all in all, we got her, man. We're gonna get it done tomorrow. Hit it again. Tomorrow's Friday. Great conversations happening tomorrow. We continue to push. We continue to pursue. We continue to make things happen. So stay tuned. We'll share more tomorrow. Peace out.